So the methodology of the anti-Islam movement has a number of steps. Number one is to cherry pick verses to present the Quran as violent, like verse 489. If you were to read the entire context of that verse, you would see it has nothing to do with offensive warfare. When the context is shown to be peaceful, you just jump to another verse. When there are no more verses left to cherry pick, they say that violent verses abrogated the peaceful ones. When it's shown that violent verses do not exist, well, let me go and cite a violent hadith. When the hadith is shown to contradict the Quran, then they go and cite a scholar whose opinion agrees with them. When the opinion is shown to be inconsistent with the Quran, or that it is not really saying what they say it says, then they cite Muslim rulers who invaded non-Muslim countries. When it's shown that these rulers acted against the Quran, then they try to link the Quran to Muslim terrorists. When it's shown that terrorists violate the Quran's teachings, they link the Quran to policies of Muslim majority countries. When it's shown that those countries do not operate according to the Quran, they attribute cultural practices to Islam. When it's shown that culture is not a source of Islamic teaching, they proclaim disbelief and shock at how so many Muslims could misunderstand the Quran. When it's shown that their disbelief is irrelevant because saying, oh my God, does not count as evidence, they claim that Muslims are lying through the doctrine of taqiyya. When it is shown that taqiyya does not apply, they cherry pick a verse and start this cycle all over again. So the anti-Islam movement associates the Quran with what they call stealth jihad.